In this presentation, we will give an overview of Thinkific, which is a platform and a tool for hosting online courses. Get ready for business, online business. First, we want to give an overview of the different types of teaching platforms here. Now, remember that if you're going to include teaching in some way, shape, or form as part of your online business, the first actual platforms you'll probably be using will be, of course, first Udemy. You'll be thinking about, or YouTube, I should say. You'll be thinking about uploading videos to something like YouTube. And then when you think about a platform, consolidating those into an actual course, you're probably first thinking Udemy, and then the second thought would be probably Skillshare, and then you're going to look at a bunch of other options that you can go into, and options that are going to be specific to your particular industry. So you can go into all of that stuff. And then at some point in time, if this is working for you, you're going to say, hey, why don't I make my own platform in some way? And that way I can get all the revenue. I won't have to split the revenue for the marketplace and whatnot. And possibly I could do both in some way to have the marketplace over here and drive traffic to my own website over here, so that these platforms can do what they do well, and I can use my traffic building to point to my own resources. So when that thought happens, then you might want to have two options that you could think about. You could say, well, can I use some kind of hosting service that's going to make it easy, in that it'll make the platform designed for teaching platforms that will be similar to like a Udemy type of platform? Or do I want to do it all myself with something like a WordPress, which means I have complete control over the domain, and go in that route, which could be useful for things like generating traffic and whatnot. So these are the two options you'll typically have at that point. Now, WordPress for me, what did I choose? I chose Thinkific. Okay, so just so you know. Now, why didn't I didn't go with WordPress down here? Because to me, it's too mind-boggling much. I can make a WordPress website on WordPress. I would like to drive everything to the same URL, but to make the course, because WordPress is basically designed, usually or originally designed, to be a post platform, to post things. So to make a one page on WordPress, that's doable. I think anybody can do that. To make a blog on WordPress, that's doable. Anyone can do that. But then to make your whole course platform on there, it's a little bit more difficult. It takes some plugins to do, and you're going to be constantly agonizing over the page hosting and whatnot, and getting the speed right and making sure that the website doesn't go down or anything like that. And so that to me is more than I'm willing to put my time into, because I'd rather put my time into making the courses. These two platforms are the competitors, the major competitors. There's more than these, but I think these are probably the two that you'll run into. That'll be some top competitors in terms of putting your information on their platform. So what does this mean if you put it on their platform? Well, the downside is it's not on your own URL. You have to have a subdomain kind of thing to make it work, because your actual information will be hosted on their hosting. Now, I actually like that, because I don't really like the subdomain thing, but I like that it's on their hosting, because I depend on their backup system and everything they have, the likelihood of their whole website going down and whatnot, as compared to my WordPress site. I think is a little bit better, right? I have more confidence in their servers and whatnot to host my courses there than I do on the WordPress site. So to me, I'm happy to pay for their hosting. And now it does cost more than just hosting a WordPress site, because you have to pay for hosting on a WordPress site. So if you go to a Thinkific site, then you're probably going to end up paying the WordPress hosting, because you still want your page where you can have a landing page. And you also need the main domain that you can have a subdomain that will go to. And so you still probably want a WordPress site. I mean, I would almost say certainly so. And then you would want it driving to a Thinkific or Teachable. Although you don't really need a WordPress site, but you do need another domain. So you'd have to pay for at least a domain that would then link to or drive to these domains. So that's going to be the major thing here. Now, these two, of course, again, designed in such a way to make it easy. So it's designed to make a teaching platform. So that means you're uploading something very similar to a Udemy platform, very easy to upload the courses, very easy to upload, other resources, very clean display screen when someone else is using the platform. The speed of the platform should be fairly good, given the fact that it's being driven by professionals that are there just to make the platform, as opposed to you trying to make your own platform be up to par with speed as well as the course creation on it. So those are the items in it, but again, it does cost more, of course, to pay for those services. So let's just take a look at an overview of this. I'm going to say, all right, let's go in. Here's the Teachable website. So if you just type in Teachable, you'll go to this website, and you could compare and contrast. You probably want to compare them to their major competitor over here, which would be well, I'm sorry, this is Thinkific, and you want to compare them to their major competitor, which is going to be Teachable. So these are probably the two that you want to compare. Now, just note again that when you look at these two, you're going to have to drive your own traffic here. So that's going to be the key. When you look at Udemy, it's going to drive the traffic for you. So now you're paying for hosting to make a site which you can drive traffic to. It also makes pretty nice integrations as well with things like the cart for buying the courses, that kind of stuff, credit card transactions, PayPal transactions being paid through PayPal. Again, that's stuff that within Teachable and Thinkific are pretty straightforward, as opposed to if you make your own website, you could still do that with plugins on WordPress, but it's a little bit more difficult. Those are the types of things that they're trying to make easy. That's what you're paying for on a Thinkific or a Teachable. So obviously here, then you want to think probably pricing is going to be the major category. So if we go to pricing on these two websites, just to do a quick compare and contrast. Again, I chose Thinkific, so I have more familiarity with it. Although I do upload courses, I work with other companies that work with Teachable, so I have experience actually uploading on both of these platforms. But the one that I use primarily for my platform is going to be with Thinkific. So if we take a look at the pricing, then if you're starting out, I think Thinkific, obviously really nice. You have the 0 plan over here. Test drive Thinkific's core features set for free. So you can have 3 courses, unlimited students, that's amazing, and quizzes and surveys and content hosting, which is all there. So for your first 3 courses, you can try it out for free. And again, I think that's really great. That's what I did. If the platform was a little bit different, there was a little bit different offer for the free version when I did it, but I started that and then continued from there. And then when you go up to the next item, $49 a month. So $49 a month. So it's not, it's not the cheapest thing, but again, if it hosts all your courses, you need to clear that, that's your fixed cost. So unlimited courses and students. Now you have the coupons, and this is a key component because that's your whole advertising process. Once you start doing this, then the question is, then you're going to be wanting to send out the coupons, right? So that's going to be a key component, huge component. Then we have the email students. So we have the ability to email students here, email users one at a time. So drip content. Now they do limit you because you have your students now in there, and you can actually typically integrate your email list with the items in your Thinkific system. However, they do limit you to some degree within the Thinkific system to sorting your lists, and that's one way that they restrict the information of something that could be useful. So drip account, I won't get into it. Affiliate reporting. So if you want affiliates to help you, then you can actually have an affiliate program, and they can sell part of your course, right? And you can pay them a commission or a component of it. So you can actually set up affiliates within the platform. Then the custom domain. So that means that you could set up basically a custom domain with like subdomain type of integration. So you can use the domain name. Otherwise, you're going to have Thinkific in the title. I actually don't really mind it. Well, anyways. So you got that. Then you got the email integrations. So email integrations you could set up in Zapier, which can help you kind of link with other kind of software as well. Manual student enrollment and exports, so you can actually manually enroll the students. Then the next plan, which is the recommended one, is $100. Let's see, unlimited course and students, 2-site admin accounts. So this is one of the key components that really pushes people up, and this pushed me up to one of the ones that I wanted someone else to help me to upload courses and manage the courses. And so you need multiple people to be able to manage the account for that and have different logins so that you can give different access rights possibly to other people. 5 course admin authors. So these two again are different now. Private and hidden courses. And that could be useful too, because if you want to have a course that you set up for some reason that you don't want to make public, then you can use these hidden courses. Otherwise, the course, when you go into all courses on the Thinkific platform, it's going to show up there. So if you want to have a hidden course that you make, that you basically give access to certain people, and then it's not on your normal public platform, then that could be a really good thing too. And advanced course pricing options, so that would include enable flexible pricing options, subscriptions, and so on. So if you want a subscription type of model, then this is a way to do it. Then you got the membership bundles, so you can bundle courses together. Another very common reason that people will use this platform or this setting, this $99 one, because you can actually sell courses at bundle, and a lot of platforms, that's what they specialize in, is basically bundling courses together. And then you got certificates, so you can make certificates. Again, a lot of people really like certificates, so that could be a useful tool. Advanced customization, priority support, and so on. So I'll keep it there. Let's compare that on over to Teachable. Let's take a look at their pricing just for a comparison purpose. Going to scroll back and say, all right, we're on the pricing. Is this the pricing? Let's take a look at the pricing. So they got the basic, create your first online course, $29. Choose the plan. Basic includes. So I'm not sure if they have a free option. Monthly plans, I don't see a free option. They used to at one time. Unlimited courses and student all paid plans. Not sure, at least I thought they did. Maybe they don't have that free option. So then we're going to say the basic is $29. So, and over here, the basic was $49. So you got that free option here, but the basic plan is cheaper on Teachable. So all of our base features plus unlimited students, 5% transaction fees. So now they have a transaction fee here of the 5%, instant payouts. So that means, notice you're paying the $29, but you're also paying per transaction. So that's kind of deceptive a little bit, but it might be better because then your payout is geared towards whether you get traffic or not. And if you don't get any traffic, then you're only paying the $29. Instant payouts, so they're going to help you with the processing of the payments and whatnot. To admin level users, that's nice. Product support, course creator tools, custom domain support, and coupon codes, drip course content. So that's pretty good amount of options for the basic program. There's some things that are going to be different. But just note you have that 5% transaction fee, which, just depends how much traffic you're going to have when you make a comparison of the price between the two. Also note, when I go to their home page and I scroll down, there's something that says get started for free. So they may have a free option too. They're just not including the free option in their pricing plans over here. So you might want to check that out on the free option, see what they have there. Then the professional includes unlimited students, so that's good. That's the same. No transaction fees, so that's going to be obviously the key point here. They removed the transaction fees, right? And then instant payouts, 5 admin users versus the 2. Priority product support, grizzled puzzles, advanced reports, unbranded website, and so on. So they take the branding. That's a key component too, because anyways. Course completion certificates. Okay, so, and why did I choose Teachable? Or why did I choose Thinkific? Just so you know, one of the reasons on Thinkific, to me, when you look at the course building of the course, there's a little bit more flexibility, it seems to me, with things like the landing page and the home page and whatnot. So I think there's a little bit more customization, a good deal more actually, it seems to me. And then Teachable seems to be more a little bit less on that. However, some people would say that was easier. Some people would say that Teachable is easier in some way to input the data. I'm not totally sure I agree with that. They look pretty similar with regards to building the courses. But that's kind of the argument between the two. It looked to me like, when I did more research on this, and I haven't done this for a little while, but that I really looked into this decision, because now I've been working with Thinkific for a while, but it seemed to me that Thinkific had more things that you can do, like customizing the website, customizing the landing page, making it look and different, having a different look to it, and that kind of thing. And most people that were argue for Teachable were arguing that it's a easier platform to use. I think Thinkific's pretty easy to use, but I do think that if you're doing more advanced things, then that's going to be more difficult because you're trying to do different things with it. So with more flexibility typically comes more complications or more difficulty, I guess, to some degree. So that's going to be the overview. So I'll actually go through and we'll upload our course now to our Thinkific website. Here's what my Thinkific website. This is what my Thinkific website looks like. And then we'll go in and just upload a course. So we've done it to Udemy. We've done one for Skillshare. Now we'll say, okay, what if we were to upload that information into something like a Thinkific course? Let's take a look at that.